Hey, good morning to all the actionable financial literacy listeners, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everybody out there. I hope you all are having a great day. This is Dr. Joe Blake. Welcome to this morning's broadcast, and I hope you got those ears ready to hear, hearts ready to receive, and just have a good day and listen to what we have to share for today. I tell you, got my Friday hat on today. I'm always thinking about fire. Even though I don't do it anymore, I had a blast when I did do it. So there we have it, sharing information there. Hey, I hope you had a great lesson last week. We started talking on successful goal setting. And so I wanted to finish up this week with the rest of the points dealing with goal setting. And, goals are things that we're shooting for. And, this January, we all start out at the beginning of the year with a new set of goals we're trying to achieve anyway. So, hey, make those goals actionable goals, something that we really want to aim at to make things happen for us. So let's get the old, not old, but, our key point up here, keynote, and get things going for us. All right, so we start there, get it all in order for us. All right, so here we go. The keynote starts out. This is lesson 2 of the program for this year. So again, we start out with our main point here. This is the legacy model. The legacy model starts with the financial wisdom that comes in. Wisdom is the correct application of knowledge. Shared that before. We got the points inside the legacy model, talking about stewardship, basics, investing, borrowing, protecting, and those things. We want to make sure we look at those things on a quarterly basis, semi-annual basis, annual basis, and that's what's in our models that we have. And we look at that; those are actions, relationship, action, knowledge, and behaviors that we have to look at. And what we're doing there is making sure we change our behavior, because if we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we're going to expect different results. We're crazy. If we're doing the same thing over and over again and the same stuff's happening, we got to fix something. We got to fix our behaviors, make something different, because it ain't working. If we're doing the same thing, driving the same car, living the same way we live, we got to fix something. We want those things to recreate the changes of what's happening. Then we look at it. We have this behavior model as well. And that behavior model looks like the shopping cart. The shopping cart, we take it through each stage of the action model there. And what we're looking at in the action model is a couple of things. Now, the action model, the reason I put it like that in the shopping cart is so it's memorable, man. You can look at that and you can see how you want to push that shopping cart around. You want to take that shopping cart within each stage of the action model, and is when you go shopping. I used to go shopping with my mom all the time, and for some reason that it sticks in my mind, so I figure it sticks in everybody else's mind. You take the cart around, and you do what you need. You do what you need to do. So the first stage in that is you got the model. You look at what you're looking at there. You're looking at your behavioral changes. If anything you're doing, all your actions, your economic actions being produced. All your actions producing that. All you're having all those actions producing in the intended effect that you're having, and to have the right financial effects. All those answers, the first question is any are those results monetarily flawed? If you have any type of flaws with those actions that's producing, and then from those first three questions, is there do you have confidence in those questions that there is there anything unrealistic about it? Do you thinking like I always say, you thinking about you're going to become a multi-gazillionaire overnight? No, it's not happening. It takes time. And then the last point in that behavior model, can you inspire others to do the same thing you're doing and get the same results or better? The same results or better. What you're doing right now, can you inspire others to get the same results that you're getting or better? Would you want them to get the same results that you're getting right now in your life and better? That's the question. Hmm? All right. So that's what it's all about because you want to recreate what you're doing, be able to recreate what your results you're having. And do you want someone to create the results that you're having right now in your life? Yeah, that's questions like, oh my God, do I want that to happen? All right. So these are the goals we talked about. We're talking about. We talked about the clarity and being specific, relevance, measurable outcomes, practical steps, adaptability, ownership, and accountability. And so we're going to begin here on. First of all, I'll talk about what the goals are. Actionable financial literacy is about more than just learning financial concepts and terminology. It's about acquiring practical skills, behaviors that help you make more of an informed decision and manage your finances effectively. The context of the principles are for long-term financial success and is about having strategies that are proven and time tested. So these are 10 successful, well, we talked about 5 of them, but here are the next 5 keys to successful goal strategies. All right. This is number 6. If you want number 5, you got to go back the last week's broadcast, and you'll see it there. We're not going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're going to number 6 right now. 1 through 5 last week. All right, here you go. Number 6, ownership and accountability. Ownership. This way individuals take ownership of your goals. You got to take ownership. You got to take stock in what you're doing. You got to crunch the numbers yourself. You got to know what it adds up. What adds up? Count the cost of what you're doing. Know what it means. Because if you don't count the cost, if you don't know what it's going to be, then you won't feel it. You gotta feel it yourself. You gotta count it up yourself and know what that cost means. Because only when you count it up and you says like, oh my goodness, man, this is going to be this right here, then you feel it. When you have that feeling, that emotional connection to what you've counted the cost to be, then you'll say, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, yeah, it's a real amount. You know the amount. You know the amount that. Then once you know it and you feel it, then you know what to pray to God for. You know, God knows that you know what it's going to be. And I think I remember when I bought my Tesla, and I was like, I had to stop and think for a second, and I was like, hold up, and I'm paying this for a car. Oh my goodness, man, because I had to think about it. It's the most I paid for a car. I was like, am I going to do this for real? Am I going to, I had to think about those things. You got to count the cost for some of the things you do. You do. With my house, same thing. I don't pay this for a house. So sometimes you got to count the cost of what you're doing, and you look at it, how is it going to work out for you. So you got to discuss the roles, your personal accountability in it, achieving actionable results, the reason why you're doing something as well. And then you got ownership. Well, I'm doing this. I'm going to own it. I'm going to own this. I'm going to own this purchase. I'm going to own this decision that I made, and whether or not it's going to work out for you. You got to own it. It's yours. You made the choice. You bit that bullet, and it's yours. You got to own it. I joined the military and I became a firefighter. I was like, oh my God, fires. I'm running into a building everybody else running out of. I'm like, that is crazy. But you got to own it. So what's in your life? You have to own that. Own that choice. Own that decision. Own it. You want to open a bakery, and you counted the cost for that. You knew it's going to cost to open up the bakery. You got to buy all the materials. You got to buy all the pots, pans. You got to own it. That's what you got to own that. When you uh, take ownership of your goals and your dreams, and you feel it, and you know what it takes, you own it and it's yours. Then God steps in and give you more to the next step to what you need to accomplish. So that's six, segment number six there, ownership and accountability. Then after that comes the next part, timelines and considerations. Timelines and considerations. Now with timelines, I wanted to didn't want to look at sometimes people like the SMART goals and smart, timeliness, but sometimes the SMART goals can be too rigid. And because setting timelines and time frames, they can come, um, they come when they come. And sometimes you can set a timeline, and that timeline is too far out. It's too short, or it can be too short, or just that your blessing can come when it's in God's timing. You can establish one, but if you pass that timeline, sometimes it can be disheartening. If it's too far out, you can cut yourself short because you can get done in you say you set up for 6 months, you get done in a month. Woo. It just cuts it off. So you got to be mindful of the timeline that you set for yourself. At the beginning of the road, you can you get it done at the first step, or you get it done in the second step, the third step. No, you set a goal. Okay, I'm gonna get it done at the red point, but it takes you down to the green point to actually get it done. You'll be sad if you didn't do it at the red point because you should have done it. And you set it at the red point, but you don't do it to the green point. You're upset. You're sad. So you got to be mindful. But when I started thinking about the timeline considerations, I thought about the Bible, and there was a scripture in the book of Habakkuk, and the Lord said, asked me, he said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he that run may readeth it. So if your vision, you wrote it down, your business plan, you wrote it down, and somebody comes by and they can pick up your business plan, they can read it, say, oh, I know what this guy's doing. I can run with this and help him out. So your vision, your business plan is so simple. Somebody can pick their business plan up and they can read and run with it and run with you to make it happen. So that's your plan. You write it down. They can pick it up and run and read with it to help you make that happen. That's what that business plan is good for. Now, when they do that, now, even though it may come at a certain time for that business plan to be successful, it may take time. It may not take a long time, but it may take time. So you have to be patient. You have to exercise patience. You have to be mindful that it's going to take some time. How much time? It's sometimes most small business, and this is already numbers that are, most small businesses can fail within the first 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years. Now, you can know the numbers. You can't beat the numbers, but you don't let the numbers beat you. So if you know that fact, then you just got to maintain and be in it to win it. Don't let them. You can know the numbers. Don't let you can't beat the numbers, but don't let the numbers beat you. So you prepare for opportunity. You prepare for when the long term. Prepare for the long haul. You notice that numbers out there, so you prepare to get beyond and be past that point. So you can't beat the numbers, but you do not let the numbers beat you. That's all you do. You got to know what's out there. So when you know that. When you know what that's out there, all right. So okay, the green point is the 5-year point. You prepare for that point and beyond. Prepare for that point and beyond, and be mindful of what it's going to take to get you past that point. That's a timeline. You can prepare for a timeline like that. Your business can be different. Any business, it could be different. You can be an automotive business. You can be in a fitness business. You can be in a digital marketing type business. But you in that business, it takes that, and that's the 35 years is for an average business to start. Didn't say it's this and that, just average. So, you know it's there, you know it's out there. Hey, prepare for it. All right, number 8. There's value in seeking feedback on your progress. So, like they got the like and subscribe buttons and everything. Like and subscribe. It depends on your likes and your subscription that you get from other folks. Feedback that you get those. Discuss the roles and the reflection. Get and the people give you feedback and likes and everything from your subscribers. Get those. Ask for them. That's the only way you know if you're growing. I get folks to send back, Joe, Dr. Joe, I like it. I like it. Good information. I feel for you. Hey, that's how you know. You get feedback and reflections on what you're doing, and lets you know what you have is good. People give you some insights on what you're sharing, whether they like it, and it helps you grow to a different level. So you want to always get that feedback and a reflection on what you're sharing, if it's valuable, and how others feel about it, because it helps you refine your craft. It helps you, you get it and you shape it. It's kind of like, you got some Play-Doh, man. You're doing your Play-Doh thing. You're making it all squeeze up and everything. And you're doing a sculpture, and you're making a face, and you're sculpting your face. You ever see somebody make a sculpture of your face and everything, and how they do it? Start out with like a little clump of clay, and then making that bad boy, and they come back and they make the clump of clay just like your face. Man, you come back and you say, wow, that is just like awesome. Because they took time and able to do it, and you come back and reflect on it, you say, man, that looks just like me. You got the little marker on your forehead. I had that done in Vegas, man. That's what I'm thinking about. But somebody's that skillful, they can come back and give you feedback and say, that looks just like me. Amazing. So you want that feedback and a reflection on what you've done, and you get that from your likes and the number of views that you get for your products online. So get the feedback, get the reflections. It helps you, and helps your audience know, hey, this guy's got some good stuff. So again, that's number 8 for successful goal setting. Make sure you get some feedback, highlights of your progress and everything for your business. All right, next one. 9, motivation and commitment. I can and I will. You got to have that. I can and I will. I can. So you got to address the importance of your own personal motivation in pursuing your actionable goals. I pursue one of the things I used to pursue my goals is knowing that whatever I do, I'm doing it for my mama. My mama's not here. My mama's in heaven, but I know she's looking down on me. I'm doing that because I want to make my mama proud. I know she's up there smiling because that's what I do. I do it also because I know what I'm doing is helping people. Now I'm just talking about actionable goals, but it's mainly also about your financial goals, because you want to put things in place that's going to be good for you and your family for their future. So all that I create is like a foundation for my children and my children's children. So you want to create goals that's going to be good for you and your children and your children's children. So they'll be able to follow what you've done, follow what you've created, and they can come back and do the same thing as well. You want to lay that foundation. So you want to make sure you have the different strategies for maintaining the commitment for what you're doing, and those with the enthusiasms that you have, they can recreate that over time. So it takes your commitment to doing what you do, be enthusiastic about it, and then that over time, your kids can follow, your family can follow, whoever you're influencing follows that same thing. So number 9 on being able to commit, being able to make those actionable goals is the enthusiasm you have about doing it. I like to share what I do with for my family and even my grandkids. My grandkids get a kick out of the fact that Grandpa does this. Grandpa wrote a couple of books, and because they see Grandpa doing that my grandson was the other day. My grandson was like, who can say that Grandpa wrote a couple of books and this, that, and the other? Motivate. His nickname is the philosopher. So you got a nickname the philosopher. That little guy is kind of smart. So those things help motivate your children. What do? What are you doing? I know you're doing something. If you listen to me, you're doing something to help your children follow and motivate and get you going. So that's because children they do what you do more than what you tell them. Whatever you doing, they doing. If you tell them certain things, do this, do that, but they're watching what you do. They're watching what you do, buddy. They're watching what you do. All right, number 10, collaboration and support. Collaboration and support. Networking, getting around other like folks like yourself, getting that discussing collaboration support with others, other like minds, other individuals to help you get another viewpoint for someone else that's doing something exciting in their lives, having another mindset on seeing how something else is done, and you can somewhat incorporate that into your business as well, into your life and into your goals that you're setting for yourself. Sometimes it takes another someone else's viewpoint or someone else's insight on what they're doing to help you set a bigger goal than what you're doing or a different goal that you're doing as well. You may not have known, you may never had any insight to it. One of the things that now that the car industry is changing from gas cars and going to electric cars. The electric cars are like at the forefront right now because everybody's electric car. I mean, I got a couple of electric cars, so that's I'm like all into the car. I'm going from gas to car. I haven't been to a gas station in like 7 years now. So it's like gas is like out the window. People, I got my own charger in my house, so I was like, I don't do gas. Well, I just found out how the other day about hydrogen cars, and I've heard of them, but really I looked real deep into them now. And hydrogen cars, the thing I found about hydrogen cars, it takes one charge of a hydrogen car. You get charged. That one charge, you can drive 1,000 miles on one charge of a hydrogen car. One charge, 1,000 miles. That's some serious miles on one charge. That one charge, you guess how long it takes for you to charge that car? Yeah, it takes 5 minutes. A 5 minute charge, and you can drive 1,000 miles. That is ridiculous. I'm like, man, let that car come out. I'm like, I love a Tesla, but well, I think my man's trying to come out with hydrogen cars. See, but this other one was no, that one come out. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, but I'm trying to get that bad with myself. 1,000 miles in 5 minutes? Come on, it's like a no-brainer, But that's when you're out and around and dealing with others, and you hear other information that helps you understand, that helps you adjust and change and expand your goals and dreams to other areas. That's where the collaboration and the support comes from. You get shared goals, and it helps enhance your motivation, enhance your accountability to other things that you can do for your future and your life. And then that goes to the others in your life, like your family, your friends, and the other influences that you come across that help them enhance their goals and dreams too. So it's not about you, the individual, all the time. It's about those that influence in your life, and those that are in your life, in your immediate circle, and then those you can share it with as well. So actionable goals. It's not just about you, the individual. It's about your family and those that you influence as a whole. So when you're goal setting, you're thinking of all those aspects. You're thinking about different ways that you can expand your world and those that are in your world along with you. That's what it's about. All right. So with that, actionable goal setting emphasizes the principles individuals can better understand how to create actionable goals, practical and relevant, and conducive to effective personal and professional growth. These are ways to get a hold of me. Oh, this take us back. This talks about growth. It's all about planting your seed. Plant the seed. You give it your heart. Come back here. You got to plant your seed, give it some time, and then you reap the harvest. It just shows the economy how over like a 70-year period of time how it grows. This is how it grows. All right. Now, this is ways to get a hold of me. That's my cell number there. If I don't answer, please leave a message. Please leave a message. There's my business site there. You can go there, take a look at my site. I do have an app that you can download. It's on Google, it's on the Apple Store and Google Play. You can download the app, and I have all my information in the app. You can get this podcast in the app. Look at all the my book is information from my second book that's coming out in March. We're gonna have a book launch that you can actually register for on the app as well. You can go register for the book launch there. That's going to be wonderful. Saying I have there, money speaks only one language. If you save me today, I'll save you tomorrow. And lastly, that's the new book that's coming out. It's going to be in March, right? Building Financial Legacy. And none of the things I shared here is in that book. So things in the book going to be fresh and new information for you to understand and hear. So this has been a wonderful time I had with everyone here. Hope you gained some more information, insight to the legacy for this year that we're going to be sharing. And like I said, I have more lessons going to have information for us here. But I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope you gained some more information. I just want to remind everyone. Hold on here, one more thing. Remind you to here we go. Please like and subscribe and share what you gained today with others. And I'll see you again next week.